Ladies and gents, Barcelona 0, Atleti 2. We lost yet again at home in the Champions League. Bro, I'm speechless. What am I supposed to say? I said score 4 goals, bro. And not concede 2. I said score 4 goals. Barcelona, score 4 goals. Is this what you gotta do? Not concede 2 and score nothing? Now guess what we have to do next week? Remontar. We have to remontar while we literally had home field advantage. Bro, Sorloth coming in and scoring on us, it's a love story. Sorloth loves scoring against Barcelona. The red card yet again, in another important decider. Not so much important, like it is a very important game actually in the Champions League. But going man down on a Champions League night, just in general, when it's important, it matters. This team, bro, I can't. If you're a betting woman or man or whatever, I don't know if there's like a function or like an option to bet on teams getting on who gets carded or what team gets carded. But if you were to bet on Barcelona getting carded in the Champions League, boy, you'd be rich. Generational wealth. Because how this happens often, you can't write it. Bozo defending moments literally cost us in the Champions League. And that's not to say that Barcelona was not playing bad. Barcelona was not playing a bad game leading up to that red card. Barcelona was playing good. They were attacking. They were pressing. They were creating chances. We just couldn't find the back of the net. We were just getting unlucky. But leading up to that goal, we were playing well. Leading up to that, I say goal, leading up to the card and then the goal. Wow, Julian Alvarez drew the foul, drew the free kick, and then he banged the free kick. Wow, genuinely wow. I really wanted this team to at least walk out of there 2-1 win, 1-0 win, 2-0, whatever. Because you know what? Next week, we already know what Jorge Simeone is going to do. You already know his tactics. Probably going to park the bus, defend that 2-0 lead with his life. And it's going to be the same thing that it was in the Copa del Rey. The same exact thing. No different. He hasn't changed his tactics over the past 10, 15, 20 years. The same thing. Same thing every single time. The fact that we have to go and fight our way back in the Champions League after you already have home field advantage, bro. It's Champions League night in your home. And the Camp Nou. We're not in Montjuic no more. We're in the Camp Nou. Have some respect. Have some respect for your home, bro. We're in the Camp Nou. And we're losing 2-0? Nah. I don't even know if I said this because my brain's just all over the place. But subscribe to the channel. Welcome back. If you're not new, bro, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. And if you're not new, and if you're not subscribed, still subscribe anyway. Bro, why do I let men especially ruin my mood? Why should I actually know why should I let these men ruin my mood? I was out here saying 4 goals last video. 4 goals. We need to score 4 goals. The more goals we score today, the better our odds would be leaving second leg away in Madrid next week. The day I had today, bro. The day that I've had today, and I was looking like, oh my God. You know what? I don't even know where to start. Where do I begin? Do I begin at the fact there's so much to unpack here from the referees, because there's a let me tell you something. The refereeing decisions today were awful. Before people say, oh my God, you're blaming the referees. No, I'm just saying overall, in general. How is it possible that Koke was still standing on the field? How is it possible that he didn't leave carded? How is it possible that different players were taking turns and fouling Lamine Yamal from behind and wanting to injure him, and he didn't, and these players did not get carded? These players are just walking around for free. They didn't even get carded. Yeah, you drew the foul. Yeah, you called the foul. But you didn't pull out any yellows. You weren't pulling out the yellows left and right. The officiating today, buns, fries. The way we played today, up until that red card, even a little bit after, we were not playing a bad game. We were playing good. Individual performances, you guys were not highlight different players. For example, Lamine Yamal today came from having one of the best performances over the weekend against Atleti to today just being unlucky, flat out unlucky. Nothing was going in his favor. There was opportunity again where he took on 4 or 5 people and he didn't get the shot off like right on target. It just wasn't, the goals for him were just not happening. They were happening over the weekend. It was not happening today. And I feel like at one point, obviously towards the end of the game, we were getting anxious. We were like, okay, pass the ball to Lamine and inshallah and hope for the best and hopefully we get one in. But no, it didn't happen. Ferran Torres ended up subbing in towards the end. Araujo also. Ferran had a really good look. Literally just maybe jump a little bit and move your head. The goal was right there. You could have made that. Like, I'm just very frustrated at the fact that we are in the same position that we were last year, even the year before that. Like, it's just doesn't change. And considering the fact that Barcelona has the easiest side of the Champions League to potentially go through a semifinal and then a final, you're not playing Liverpool, you're not playing PSG, you're not playing Real Madrid, you're not playing Bayern. We're playing Atleti. We're playing Atleti. And somehow, some way, we are still doing these type of things. Like, I'm just in, like, enough. Like, I want to see this team. I want to win a Champions League, bro. I want to go to Budapest. I never been. I want to go. I'm trying to go over there. I'm trying to go, like I said, I'm trying to go London. I'm trying to go to the Emirates Stadium and see them play Arsenal in the semifinal. At this rate, are we going to get there? I don't know. After today's performance, like, I'm just, listen, my perception, right, from today up until next week can change, obviously, because you're going to get the remontada hype, you're going to get 2-0 down, you scored 3 last time after being down 4-0 in the Copa del Rey. It's going to be a lot of things. But right now, I'm just speechless. I'm not even, like, I am mad. I'm actually not even mad. I'm just like, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. That's the type of things you say to, literally to men. That's the type of things you say to men. And I'm saying it to these men. Like, you have the whole fan base, everyone behind you, right? And I'm not saying, Barcelona can't come back from a 2-0 deficit. They definitely can. It's going to be hard. It's going to be at Luanda. But I still think it could somehow still get done. Now, we're going to talk about Atletico Madrid. Let's talk about them. Let's talk about them. Griezmann, Julian, Sorloth coming in, scoring on us, dunking on us per usual. Sorloth loves scoring against Barcelona. He doesn't care about scoring against Real Madrid, bro. He loves scoring against Barca. When I saw him go in, sub off, Lookman came off, he came on, and I was like, yeah, bro, fries. This man is going to... I had a feeling, I didn't even say it out loud, I just knew he was going to score because he just likes to dunk on Barcelona. I don't care how we sign Julian Alvarez. I don't care who we have to get rid of. We need a player like him. Oh my God, the impact that he has on Atletico, insane. Juliano, I feel like Juliano compared to this past weekend didn't play the best. He still showed up in a few moments, but I feel like his final third decision making, his shots just weren't on target. It just wasn't good today. Compared to the weekend against Barcelona, I feel like he was much better over the weekend than he was today. Griezmann, I feel like he did well, did okay. Sorloth scored, Julian scored, drew the foul and scored. I feel like Lookman, I feel like Lookman today played okay. He didn't really play like how he played in like the Copa del Rey against us, but I feel like we did a good job in like locking him down. But either way, it just wasn't the Lookman that I'm used to seeing, you know what I mean, especially in La Liga and against the prior competitions against us. Barcelona, Rashi had a lot of good looks. Lamine Yamal had a lot of good looks. Really, we could not finish today. Ferran had a look or two. We just, man, just bozo defending moments that literally cost us in the Champions League, bro. I'm tired. I'm tired, bro. Genuinely, I'm tired. Like, the fact that I'm sat here a year later and we're still getting into and like having these conversations, bro. It's just, it's mind blowing. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that it's impossible for next week not to happen, but the way that we play today, man, like we were playing fairly well too. We weren't playing bad. It's just like we just could not finish for the life of us, which is the story of our lives. Same thing that couldn't happen over the weekend. Like, we just didn't take advantage of the opportunities that we had. I'm like having a moment of silence because I generally I'm running out of things to say. Like, I'm saying so much and I feel like I'm saying so little at the same time because I feel like we are in the same position that we were the past few years. I generally thought that we were going to be Atletico today. I didn't think we were going to lose. Did I think we were going to be man down? Nope. But somehow we still find to do the impossible. And now we have put ourselves in a position to go next week away and remontar the 2-0. I'm not going to say, Barcelona is a team to score you 3-4 goals. It just wasn't today. I hope that next week, going into next week, they are much more fired up. I hope that next week they are in a much, much, much better finishing mood and actually have some fire, some urgency lit up inside them, because you are going to tell me we're going to get knocked out of the Champions League against Atleti? Surprise. Not even Bayern. Not even Bayern. Not even PSG for like the 10th time. No. Atleti. You're going to let the neighbors down the block come back and beat you and knock you out. Not only in the Copa del Rey that they knock you out, they're going to knock you out in the Champions League too. We are really going to take that from them twice? No. No. Genuinely, I'm in disbelief. If you want to know what disbelief looks like, it's me right now. Because I feel like I want to say so much and I've said so much, but at the same time, I just like am in a state of shock, considering the fact that this is exactly what we did not need to happen, and it happened. We did not need to lose today. But you know what? The fact that it was only 2-0 with the man down, at least it wasn't 4, at least it wasn't 5. It was only 2-0. I'm trying to find the positive side in this, and that's like the only thing that I can find is that we didn't concede more, especially because we're going away next week. We'll see you guys on the weekend. There's really not much else for me to talk about. I'm done. The sport, I don't like it. I don't like the sport. One day you're top of the world, next day down the dirt. Like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in a few days. Peace.